Hey, what's up YouTube? It's abluegolfball today with another Pokemon TCG online video, and today we're going to be showcasing Gengar EX. Yeah, there's a lot of different Gengar EX builds out there. I'm not too entirely sure which one's the best Gengar deck build. I've seen some with the Crobats and whatnot, since Gengar EX can do Night Attack and put through damage, and then the Crobats and the Golbats can fly in and do sneaky attacks and whatnot. I've seen Gengar decks being built similarly to Donphan decks, running things, like walls, different variants like Reshiram and Zekrom, things like that, so that people, you can just hit Dark Corridor, turn to Dark Corridor, 60 damage plus poison, and then switch into anything that would just be like a wall. So I've seen things like that. But we're gonna run with Trevenant. Since this is a psychic deck, I figured why not just run Trevenant. The ability Forest Curse, as long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, your opponent can't play any item cards from his or her hand. So basically locking our opponents from playing any item cards. Now I've seen some variants that would use Dragalge. Since the poison that works with Dragalge. Dragalge has the ability that prevents our opponent from retreating with poison. I found that it just got too clunky to run like a 2-2 line of Dragalge, or even a 1-1 line, because it just became inconvenient to try to get Dragalge out, especially if you're trying to run a 2-2 line. You're taking a lot of space. That's 4 cards. We're trying to pack a lot of different things in here. I found that it got just too clunky. So we're gonna run just Gengar and Trevenant. 2 helping cards. One's gonna be Sigilif, with the safeguard. It's a nice ability. Just kind of throw up for our opponent's EXs, and then 2 Wobbuffets. Bide Barricade comes in very handy to prevent our. It's basically like a Garbodor, like with Garbotoxin, but Wobbuffet has to be active, and so. It works the same way, but Psychic Assault is kind of a nice backup attack if we have a lot of damage on our opponent's Pokemon, right? This attack does 10 more damage for each damage counter on our opponent's active Pokemon. So there's that, and I think that's pretty good. I thought about running a bunch of Robo substitutes. That's an idea too, but a part of me feels like we much rather want Trevenant taking a hit and causing our opponents not to play item cards. I think that's more valuable than playing Robo substitutes. Now, the rest of the cards, we'll talk about right now, right? Ruin, we're gonna have the aspect of choice as Dowsing Machine. Discard, 2 cards from your hand, and then you can pick up a trainer card from the discard pile. Not too bad. We're gonna run 2 Max Potions. Now, these Max Potions will help out with Trevenant because Trevenant's 110 HP, but you never know when we're going up against like a Donphan or something, and they just kind of hit for small chunks, like maybe 80. That's not that small, but chunks that's not enough to knock out our Trevenant. If that's the case, we could just Max Potion all that pain away. So we're gonna run 1 Professor Letter, 2 Starling Megaphones. We really want the Forest Curse active, so if we run into Garbodors, we can have 2 Starling Megaphones. 1 Switch in case of things like paralysis, where we can't retreat. 3 Ultra Balls, 3 VS Seekers. We want consistency with our supporters. 1 Colress, 2 Lysanders, 1 Lysander's trump card. I play tested this a little bit, and I found out there's a lot of things that can get thrown into the discard, and running 1 Lysander's trump card is pretty good. So 4 Ends, 4 Junipers, pretty standard. 1 Shauna, 1 Skyla. And then 4 Dimension Valleys. So that's a very heavy line that we need the Dimension Valley to kind of hit for quick attacks. 4 Float Stones. So there's that. 3 Muscle Bands. And we're going to run, I believe, 6 basic Psychic Energy and 4 Mystery Energy. Now, we're not running the DCE, so much for Dark Corridor, because Enhanced Hammers are very intense, and since we're already running 4 special energies, I kind of don't want to run more than that. I play tested this a little bit, and boy, when you have a special energy for your psychic, and then you have a special energy for your 2 colorless playing on Gengar. Bam! 2 crushing hammers. I've seen that happen. 2 crushing hammers hit back to back, and then you're just kind of stuck there like, what was that? So we're gonna go ahead and battle test this, see how this goes. I'm not sure. I've only battle tested this a couple times, so give it a shot. You know, right now there's like a tournament testing, so a lot of people are in tournaments. Not too many people are playing like random battle ranked mode, especially in the standard format. Well, more people are playing the standard format than the expanded format as of right now, especially, you know, with the like I mentioned, the tournament mode. So we're gonna see who we're gonna be playing up against. Excuse me. Whew. It's getting cold over here. I live in a cold place. So apparently my opponent has the advantage. We got Metal 3x55. Seems like 3 times 55 might mean something for this metal guy. Not sure, but my opponent's gonna be taking some time to consider which, you know, side of the coin he'd like to pick, while we're here just kind of thinking, man, I hope we get to go first, because if we can evolve first, I think that'll be exceptionally well. You know, that'll be a nice start. But as right now, you know, I'm not too concerned about going second, right? If we go second, so my opponent is inactive. Okay, never mind. So here we go. Alright, let's see. If we can go second, I'm okay with that. If we can get a Gengar going. Oh, never mind. We don't even have a Gengar. So there's my opponent. Let's see, Lysander. It's gonna be a metal deck. Obviously, my opponent's name is Metal. So we're gonna go ahead with the Wobbuffet. This will help kind of prevent my opponent from getting a turn 2 Bronzong, and then that turn 2 Bronzong can like charge up whatever's on the bench and whatnot. So the fear that we have to face right now is Aegislash EX, and boy, Aegislash EX is dangerous, especially if we are playing Mystery Energy and we can't hit him, you know, because we have a special energy on our Gengar, and then we can't hit for anything. So right now we are in quite a pickle. I mean, we can play the Ultra Ball, and hopefully, right, we'll get the Gengar, but then maybe we can play the Colress for 5. I don't know. So right now, I'm actually debating. I think I want to play the special energy on Wobbuffet. That's probably the best place where we can play the special energy, or not. Okay, never mind. The thing is, because with Wobbuffet, Bide Barricade would actually shut off my opponent's Aegislash's ability. So right now, yeah, we can go first, but you know, the problem here is I really don't want to see a turn 2 Bronzong, right? So we're actually going to opt to get the Wobbuffet back into the active spot. Now, right now, we're in a pretty good position to probably take advantage of this. Yeah, we can probably get 5 cards here. I'm actually going to opt to discard the special energy. No, I'm going to discard the regular energy and the Lysander. You know, what we really want is the Gengar. That way we just have our bench set up, and we know for sure we can at least, you know, get things going. So right now we don't have a really good start. I will play a Floatstone on the Phantom. I'm not too concerned about the Wobbuffet right now, right? So my opponent, even if he drops 3 Bronzongs here and he gets like a Battle Compressor to get 3 energies out, he's not going to be able to use it, you know? He won't be able to use it, straight up. So it would be ridiculous if he did get 3 Bronzongs out here. That would be insane. And a Battle Compressor. I think that would be super impressive. But nonetheless, once again, my opponent is shut off by my Wobbuffet here, so we can just kind of cross our fingers and hope he doesn't have like a catcher or something like that. So good. We don't see anything here, and my opponent concedes. Not sure why. We did get 3 coins. Boy, that was not fun. What do you guys think? That was not fun. Let's go ahead and play another match. You guys couldn't see the potential of Gengar EX. I want to see some potential out of this Gengar. I mean, come on, you know, we got a full art Gengar for crying out loud. We gotta see something happen here. So we're gonna go against Aglarson. Not sure. Let's go ahead and flip heads. You know, I'm feeling lucky. It's tails. Okay, fine. Once again, you know, the nice thing with this Gengar deck, we don't mind too much going second, because we have the potential to you know, attack first. So it looks like my opponent is playing a round deck. Well, we start off with the Phantom. That's not good. So what we're gonna do is probably what we really need is a mystery energy, right? So if we get a mystery energy or a float stone, and you know, we'll play the Ultra Ball to get our Gengar out. We're gonna play the Dimension Valley. We're gonna guarantee a turn 1 attack, unless my opponent plays an end right now, and then who knows what we'll get. But I mean, so looks like my opponent chose to play an Ultra Ball, discard 2 energy, Darkness Energy. Not sure what that's about. So we did get the float stone, so that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and discard the 2 supporters. We can just get those back with the Via Seekers. So here we go. We're gonna play the energy onto the Gengar. My opponent doesn't have much of a hand, so I don't want to give my opponent more cards. We will be discarding, you know, 2 Via Seekers, but we do have 1 left in the deck, and we do have a Lysander's trump card. So let's just go ahead and retreat. We're gonna just do a Night Attack, get rid of this Whisper. Yes, he is quite a whisperer. So we'll just target him. We're not too concerned. Oh boy, we can see a Glinting Claw right here. That's not good. So we see my opponent flips heads. I get hit for 80. Boy, that's not good. So let's go ahead and we'll play that there. Let's go and grab the Trevenant. I think what I want to do, I don't necessarily need the Lysander right now. I'm just going to go ahead and throw everything back in the deck. Let's go and I'd say, you know what, we don't actually need the Lysander. I'd rather get another Gengar out, right? So or a Wobbuffet. That way we can spin into the Wobbuffet. So we're gonna go for the Dark Corridor. Here's the Trevenant. My opponent's gonna be locked from playing item cards right now. Yeah, the Gengar is damaged pretty bad, but once we play the Wobbuffet, so my opponent has the poison on him. By our turn, our opponent, oh boy, wow, we're gonna see a Brave Fire, and I hope my opponent hits himself for 50. It's alright, we got another Phantom here. My opponent has a very unique deck. We see the fire energies, we see the DCEs, and we see darkness energies. So we got a mixed bags of tricks here. There it is. There's the Brave Fire with the heads. So we gotta choose here. Coming into my turn, right? To come into our turn, my opponent's gonna have. So we're gonna go with the Gengar. We have the free retreat. Ideally, what we want to do, we'll play the Wobbuffet. What we really need here is an energy, right? If we can get an energy, never mind then. So we didn't get an energy. We gotta sacrifice something here, and I don't want to sacrifice the Gengar on the bench, but we might have to, right? So I'm assuming we're gonna take a risk here. We're gonna assume that my opponent does not play, or that my opponent does not have a muscle band, right? So my opponent can hit me for 150. If my opponent does not have a muscle band, I will just max potion everything off, and cross my fingers for something. Oh my goodness, my opponent has the muscle band, but it's okay. We're gonna be down 3 prizes. I will make a comeback here. So my opponent knocks itself out. So that's no good. We lost a Gengar. Let's give out a prayer to this Gengar here. Just kidding. Okay, so we're gonna play this Gengar EX. This Gengar EX is pretty injured. I don't actually want to play the muscle band, the max potion, simply because I think I'd much rather hit for a dark corridor at this point. We can bring the Sigilyph out, or actually we could probably bring the Trevenant. Let's just play the muscle band and question is, do we want to lock our opponent? I think so. So we're just gonna go for a dark corridor, bring out the Trevenant. So what I'm gonna do, so this energy here gives my Trevenant 2 retreat costs, energy retreat costs less, right? But then I still need to discard 1, so I'm gonna end up discarding this one to have that retreat. So basically I'm retreating for 1 energy, even though I have a 3 retreat cost, which is not too bad. The plan here is if my opponent plays an energy and we get hit by a Glinting Claw for even like 80 damage, if my opponent flips heads, we'll retreat and then we will just max potion the pain away, right? So my opponent actually opts to, oh boy, we see a Blacksmith, and now I regret it. We should have played the Sigilyph. But we will get the knockout on the Reshiram. Wow, I did not see that coming. My opponent will get knocked out here. We will be tied in prizes. Not too sure what my opponent would be doing next. So, if anything, I think I want to play an N right now. So, I actually, this is kind of tricky, right? This is really tricky here. So, I can max potion everything off, right? And then play an N, and hope to get an energy. And then drop the energy and just do a night attack, right? But the problem is we want to do what guarantees us. See right there, so we didn't get an energy, right? So we want to do what guarantees a win. So let's go ahead and just do the dark corridor, knock out the Reshiram. So good thing we didn't do the max potion, right? Because that would have failed dramatically. Because we couldn't get the energy. If we got the energy on that end, you know, that's 4 cards that we would draw, but you know, we didn't draw the energy. But you know, like I said, hypothetically, if we did get the energy, I think that would have been a winning play, because we would have max potion off and it had a fresh Gengar, right? With 1 energy, we would have probably got this energy from the prize cards, and then by our incoming to our turn, we would have had an opportunity to do more not night attacks, but dark corridors. Here we go. We see the Suspicious City Gym. Oh boy, that's no good. It's okay though. We'll just counter it. I'm gonna opt to play the energy on the Wobbuffet, so that way we can have a second attacker, more or less. Okay, so we have a dilemma here. I mean, I don't actually want to discard, you know, yeah, let's just discard. Alright, why not? Let's go ahead and do a dark corridor here. So now we have the max potion again. We are up in prizes. I'm not too sure what my opponent has planned at this point. This game had a couple surprises here, like the Blacksmith, the Muscle Band, kind of threw us off. I mean, I probably made some risky plays, made some risky assumptions, gambles, but you know, you go big or go home. You know, gambles are what they are. So we do see, oh boy, and I discarded my Dimension Valley, but it's okay. We have the energy here. We're just gonna retreat, and it's GG. So there it is, the weakness and the victory. Okay, well, what do you guys think? It's Gengar EX. Let me know in the comments below if you guys like the videos. Please subscribe, give this video a like, and yeah, why not? You know, tell me some ideas you guys got, and I'll see what I can do. So you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.